Heads up, Richies. In today's episode, we discuss assault. Please be advised.
Well, Richies, the shit is finally hitting the fan for Diddy.
Yeah, so he is at the center of 5 disturbing lawsuits. And on Friday, things went from really bad for him to even worse.
A surveillance video of Diddy beating up an ex-girlfriend was broadcast to the world by CNN, and it is just absolutely horrific.
It is really hard to watch. And now a lot of people are chiming in on the video, including Diddy himself.
Yeah. From Wondery, I'm Marisha Skidmore-Williams.
And I'm Brooke Siffrin. It's Monday, May 20th.
And you're listening to Rich and Daily. So, Richies, we've talked about Diddy's legal battles before, and there are plenty of them. Still not nearly enough, in my opinion.
I know.
He needs to be dealing with these for the rest of his life, which...
Yeah.
I won't get into that right now. Okay, so Diddy is currently in the middle of 5 ongoing lawsuits, which accuse him of a range of assault charges. The first lawsuit was filed last November by his ex-girlfriend, Cassie. We talked about this.
Yeah.
They dated on and off for about a decade until calling it quits in 2018. And in her lawsuit, Cassie accused him of sexual and physical assault during their time together. And then one day after the suit was filed, Cassie and Diddy reached an undisclosed settlement. But even though that case went no further, there has been a new development. On Friday, CNN released a very disturbing video from March of 2016 that confirms some of the allegations from Cassie's lawsuit.
Yeah, so the video is a compilation of several different camera angles from surveillance footage at the now closed Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles. And it shows Cassie leaving a hotel room and she's like walking to the elevators. Then we see Diddy running after her with a towel around his waist. He pulls her to the ground by her hood, starts kicking her, and then he drags her around the corner and he eventually walks away. But then Cassie goes back to the elevators and picks up a hotel phone. And we see Diddy come back and he appears to throw a vase at her. And Cassie described this incident in her lawsuit with the timeline matching up with the hotel security footage. And there is actually still no clear intel on how exactly CNN got a hold of this video. But yeah, I'm glad they did.
Yeah. So shortly after the video dropped on Friday, 50 Cent chimed in and argued that in spite of what we all could see from the security footage, Diddy's legal team would probably still say that he's innocent and that this proves nothing. To which I say, I assume Diddy's legal team would be all blind. Because if you don't have eyes, that's the only way you could think this doesn't prove anything.
They're blind in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Now, Diddy's legal team has not commented, but Diddy decided to channel every crocodile in the world and their tears and shared a video on Instagram with the caption, "I'm truly sorry."
Yeah, so in the video, he starts off by saying that it's difficult to reflect on the darkest times in his life, and he says he was fucked up but makes no excuses for his inexcusable behavior.
I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Good, because we're not giving it to you. So
this video, I didn't want to watch it. I only watched it because we had to record because I was like, this guy doesn't deserve fuck all.
He's so full of shit.
But like, you drag God's name into this? I'm not even religious. And it's like, keep God's name out of your mouth. And like, the thing is, he acted like this had never happened.
I know.
And it's like, oh, so all of a sudden you do remember this incident?
Yeah.
You fucking liar.
I know.
Like, and it's like, you come on here. Because the proof is out there. And this is what fucking pisses me off about abusers is like, they'll deny. People won't believe women. They'll be like, why are you coming for her now? Why are you trying to... And it's like, until there's actually fucking proof, then it's like, oh, I wasn't. It's like, well, why were you denying it before? This has been true the whole time. Yeah. This alleged where you paid $50,000 to hide this video. So you knew about it?
Right.
Fucking liar. God.
So Diddy never actually mentions Cassie by name in the video, but he does claim that he's gotten professional help by going to therapy and going to rehab. And a source told the Daily Mail that Diddy actually did go to rehab following the 2016 incident and that he continues to do therapy and spiritual work.
Is it spiritual work if it's the devil whose spirit you're channeling? Like, come on.
I think so.
And also, a lot of people hit rock bottom and they don't beat the shit out of other people. For the record, like in the video, he's like, I hit rock bottom. It's like, no. You don't get to say that.
Yeah.
Someone who has worked with Diddy in the past has some thoughts about Diddy's apology video. Aubrey O'Day, who was a member of Diddy's girl group, Danity Kane, and has been pretty vocal about her own rocky history with Diddy. In a 2022 episode of the Call Her Daddy podcast, she claimed that Diddy fired her from the group because she didn't do what was expected of her, not talent-wise, but in other areas. Now, she didn't elaborate on what those other areas were, but clearly she has some feelings about Diddy's apology video, like I think a lot of us do.
Yeah, I appreciate Aubrey because she's been calling Diddy out for a long time.
I know, and it's just kind of digging into Diddy and like just the power that he has had for so long.
Yeah,
speaking out against him is not a popular thing.
No,
it's not popular, and she did it.
And if you watch Making the Band and you look at clips from that show, like those two were constantly at odds. She was always pushing back on him, and I appreciate her for that. So. Yeah. Yesterday on X, Aubrey wrote, Diddy did not apologize to Cassie. He apologized to the world for seeing what he did. Mm-hmm. And then she pointed out that Diddy still has a statement pinned on his X profile, calling Cassie a liar and denying all of this. And he's got this post on Instagram that's like, time will tell the truth or whatever
Someone was
it
like,
is.
so will surveillance footage.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Yep.
God.
And Cassie's lawyer, Meredith Feiertag, also commented on the video. In her statement, she called Diddy's apology more about himself than the many people he has hurt. And she added, when Cassie and multiple other women came forward, he denied everything and suggested that his victims were looking for a payday. He was only compelled to apologize once his repeated denials were proven false, showing his pathetic desperation. No one will be swayed by his disingenuous words. That's a lawyer.
Yeah. Lawyers take note.
Yeah.
So, Brooke, let's talk about this video. Let's talk about Diddy.
Yeah.
Let's rip this fucker apart.
I read in the CNN article that after this, like when she finally, because Cassie does actually get out of the hotel this day. And I read that she was worried that this is just going to make him more mad, which is how abusers act. And she went back to the hotel to apologize. And security was like, just leave. Like, get back in your car, because they had seen the footage that they were paid to delete.
The security, I want to just...
Somebody needs to be held accountable for that. And
there
you know
has to be accountability.
We need to get rid of the statute of limitations for assault. And it's ridiculous. This is, and like he can't be charged for this because the time has run out.
Yep.
Obviously, this lawsuit has been settled. But like, listen, if you were really a changed man and you were doing all this work and blah, 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 you would have come out after you settled this lawsuit and said, look, I did this. I'm so sorry. I'm taking accountability. But you didn't. And you just look like a fake ass bitch.
Yeah. Calling them liars, calling them seeking out for a payday. And it's like, and the hubris of this guy, where it's like, he paid money to make this video disappear. So he knew it existed somewhere.
Yeah.
And just like, he was so confident, he must have been so confident to think that it would never get out. And it's like, just, he needs to be knocked down so many pegs.
Yeah.
Like this guy and just the people around him, they're culpable. Like just, I immediately think of one of my favorite rom-coms, America's Sweethearts, where there's like that scene where John Cusack's character, he's taking pricklies out of his like groin area and it looks like he's masturbating. And so the security guards, his whatever, the PR guy pays them off to be like, hey, we're going to not release this video. And they release it anyway. And it's like, if they can do this in a very fictional world, you can do it in the real world.
Yeah.
Like just the idea of like these people, I don't care how much, pay me $50,000. I'll still release it. I don't care.
Exactly.
Like, it's just, why were so many people failing this woman?
I know.
It's just, it's like, and people get upset when we're like, yeah, the world doesn't care about women. Like, we don't carry value. Our only value is reproduction. And it's like, that's not true. And it's like, well, this is proof.
Yeah. Then why every time a woman comes forward are the incels in the comments being like, well, why now? You're just trying to get money. You're just trying to get clout. As if people want clout for being sexually abused.
Yeah. What do they think clout is? To relive it? Like,
I saw one comment on his video that was like, we love you, man. It's like, who's we? No, we don't. You might, you idiot. And they're a PR agency. It's like, I hope no one hires you.
It's him and Brock Turner, I assume, are the two people that love him.
Yeah.
Bunch of fucking pieces of trash. Yeah, there's got to be justice. I mean, justice is... sometimes it feels like it just doesn't exist. I feel so bad for Cassie. I can't imagine what it's like to have to see this everywhere. And that I saw somebody post, it was like, just remember Cassie still has to see all this. So like, be careful in like sharing stuff. It's just,
I hope she feels some vindication though, knowing that now people know she was not lying, which we believed her from the beginning, but it's like, and there's so many more women out there aside from these 5 lawsuits. He's an abuser. He's a narcissist. Yeah.
If he's doing this where they're in a hotel, everyone knows there are cameras everywhere in hotels. If he's doing this when he knows that there are cameras to the point where he like pays them off, what do you think he's doing behind closed doors?
Exactly.
What do you think he's doing to these women in his home, in their homes? Just, it's like, and he's constantly surrounded by people. They're seeing this. They know what's happening. Maybe they're not like actually watching it, but they're not stupid.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't get over just people letting this stuff happen. Like Diddy, absolutely awful. But we also need to be coming for the people that know that this is happening and aren't
doing nothing.
Speaking up.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do people live with themselves?
I don't know, but I bet those people are jumping ship now.
Yeah, when it's convenient. Fucking whatever.
Yeah. And I hope they jump into shark-infested waters.
Yeah, and that's honestly the nicest thing that could happen to them.
Yeah.
From Wondery, I'm Arisha Skidmore-Williams.
And I'm Brooke Ziffrin. This is Rich and Daily.
See you tomorrow, Richies.
If you like our show, please follow us on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or wherever you're listening right now.
Be sure to follow us on all socials at Arisha Skidmore-Williams and at Brooke Ziffrin. We love to connect with you.